This is my pregnant male Microphis Deocata. He only has about 6 eggs in his pouch. I'm gonna see if I can get any kind of a close-up of him, of the eggs. I'm actually talking to someone who's very experienced with this fish. He tried them 3 years ago, but he got a bad batch from somebody, and it wiped out his entire population of them. And it was 3 years before he was finally able to get them from the same shipment of fish that I got mine from. I got mine in the beginning of May from Wet Spot in Oregon. Ever since I've had them, I've been, it's just a complete experiment because there's almost zero information available on them online. So, just been trying to figure out everything on my own. This is one of the females. One thing that I did find out about them is, this is my other female. One thing I did find out is that they like the entire top of the tank to be covered in plants. And in the very beginning, 3 out of 4 of them, they were all standing vertically, hunting at the surface. And my one male, I'll see if I could find him somewhere. He actually got here, and he was in horrible shape. 3 of them were brown, and this one male was completely black. And it took him about 3 days before he finally got his color back. And then I realized that his body is kind of bent, so he doesn't really swim to the top of the tank like these two do. You can see she's up here eating. The other one is up here eating now. But the other male, wherever he is, he doesn't really swim around very much at all. He likes to hide behind this sponge filter. Oh, here he is right here. This is the other male, and he's kind of the bent one. He likes to hunt at the bottom. He doesn't really spend much time at all at the surface. He's going towards the sponge filter, where he's gonna go behind the sponge filter and just hang out. And then my little male, who's pregnant, he actually was just like the other 2 females. He would be at the surface hunting non-stop. And then he got pregnant. And ever since he got pregnant, he changed from green to brown, and now he just stays very, very low towards the gravel, camouflaged, and he hides back and forth between both sponge filters, just like the other male does. And another valuable piece of information that I found out, you could see the little male, the pregnant one, is all the way behind the sponge filter. You can see him. He might come out and let us have a look at his stomach. But I found out that my male only has 6 eggs right now, because after breeding and after the male gets the eggs in his pouch, if the supply of food drops down anytime after he's carrying eggs, he'll drop the eggs so that the eggs that remain inside of his pouch get more nutrients. So it's kind of like a defense mechanism against like extinction, or against like the minimalization of their colony. You can see him coming up right now. He does come up and out for a little while, but he'll be back on the surface, back at the bottom of the tank very soon. See, he shot up and then just shot right back down. So a little more about these fish. My females have actually been displaying their breeding behavior where the sail comes out of their stomach for about 3 weeks now, almost non-stop. I just got my water tested today, and it's really not as good as I wanted it to be, but something's going right, so I did a 10% water change, and that's about it. I really don't want to do any kind of drastic water change and change like the complete physiology of like what's going on in this little system. Here's the male again with the eggs. It's like I've sat here before. I have other videos where his eggs show, but I'm like I sit in front of this tank for like about half an hour sometimes before he even turns with his pouch open towards me. So one really difficult thing about these fish is feeding. So they are a pipefish, and they have a retractable jaw. So they like really small like crustaceans. So I feed them Daphnia moena, and I hatch brine shrimp for them every day, and I give them brine shrimp about 2 to 3 times a day, depending on when I look at the tank, and if I don't see anything swimming around in the water column, then I know that I have to put more food in. So with these fish, it really is like a constant thing. You can't go a day without feeding them, or you risk losing them. Their number one food source in the wild is mosquito larvae, and I actually had a supply of mosquito larvae for like 3 weeks because we didn't cover the pool last year, so it was just a giant tub of green water. And after that was the first time I saw the female do the mating dance. After I fed the mosquitoes for 1 day, the very next day she was doing the breeding dance, and it's been 3 weeks since they've gotten any mosquitoes, and she's still doing her breeding dance almost every day. This one male's carrying eggs. Look, he's up. If you can see, if he moves over a little bit, you can see the eggs in his pouch. Come on. There we go. You can see them developing inside his pouch. Oh, there's actually a lot more than I thought there were. He just choked up on some food. I could have sworn I only saw like 5 or 6 in his pouch, but after that close up just now, I definitely think he's got some more in there. Let's see if we can get him to turn around one more time. Come on, little guy. Nope. He put his back to the camera. He's like, get out of here. And there's my 2 females again. Really, really definitely like one of my favorite fish I've ever had the experience of owning. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I really hope that me and the other guy that I'm working with on these fish are able to get a lot more information about them on the internet, so we can help keep them alive in the hobby, and we can help other people get access to them and be able to keep them alive. One thing I didn't say about this fish is it's a threatened species from India. The reason it's threatened is because of flooding that is becoming more and more prevalent in the river that they're found in. The Brahmaputra River in India Alright, well, I'll be back with more updates on these fish. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video.